So you guys are looking to master Premiere Pro. Well, this series that I'm about to take you through is going to go in depth in multiple part videos where I'm going to take you from the very beginning, from when you are just opening Premiere Pro as a first time user, all the way down to workflow and how you're going to edit a full video and export it. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced user of Premiere Pro, there's going to be something in here for you. Whether that is key shortcuts, key features that you didn't know about, little tips and tricks that will cut time off of your editing and in the end improve and also save you time. With that said, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's jump right into series 1. All right, so before we even open Premiere Pro, the first thing I'm going to state, and I have created another tutorial on this, is you would like, and it is ideal for you, to create a folder with all your videos in it and even create subfolders, name the folders, and name your footage. This is only going to help you and save you time when you import it in, but it is not necessary and it is up to you. So with that said, let's get into it and let's open Premiere Pro by double clicking on the icon here. All right, so the first thing that's going to happen when you open Premiere Pro is you are going to see this screen, but a little differently without any of these projects because you haven't opened any, unless you are a user of Premiere Pro. With that said, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project here. So click on new project. You are going to name it. So we are going master class Premiere Pro series 1 here, and you are going to hit browse and find where you would like to place this file. So I have already put it in my file here, and leave the settings as they are. They're fine, and hit OK. All right, so when Premiere Pro opens, you guys are going to see this, and it is going to look daunting, but do not worry. If you do not see this, come up and just hit assembly on this workspace right here, and it's going to bring you to this screen. And what this is this is a workspace, and this will be talked about in another series, but for now, let's focus on importing your footage. Okay. So importing your footage, as you can see, Premiere Pro is asking you to import media to start. So there are multiple ways you can do this. You can come up to File and you can hit Import. You can right click and you can hit Import. You can hit Control I or Command I on a Mac and that'll also import, as you can see there. Or if you already have, or you want the easiest ways, you can go to your file location, which you'll probably have up, and you can come and select your folders and just drag the videos over and drop them. And this is why I stated you should label them and have them in folders, because when you do this, Premiere Pro automatically puts these in what they call bins in Premiere Pro. With the bins, your folders, within the bins, you have your videos that are already labeled. It's very quick, easy, and it saves you time. Highly recommended. So for this tutorial though, what we're going to do is I'm going to replicate as if I did not already sort my footage before, just to show you how we can do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete my bins here, and we have just dragged in and imported all of our clips here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do file organization. All right, so you have just imported your files, and this can be multiple files of a camera, music, sound effects, etc. There could be multiple files, and you want to sort this and organize this so it makes life easier when you are editing. How we're going to do this is we're going to create what are called bins within Premiere Pro. There's 3 ways to do this. You can right click and you can create a new bin, which is going to pop up like that. You can come down here to what looks like a folder icon and you can click it and it's going to be a new bin, or hold Control or Command on the Mac and hit / and that's going to create a bin. Now it's going to prompt you to name your bin, so name it however you please that you want to sort your footage. And for me, what I do is I sort my footage by the camera I shoot it on at first, and then later on I might be sorting it even more based off of my scenes. So after you've created your bins the way that you would like to sort, we're going to now put our videos inside the bins that are relevant. So move your files into your bins. Now, when you come to multiple files, there's multiple ways you can do this. You can drag and select them. You can hold control, and that allows you to select single ones at a time. Or you can hold shift, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna select everything in between the two files you click. So if we had multiple files in between these two, it would have selected all of them. Then all you're gonna do is click, hold, and drag and drop into your folder. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is labeling. Now, we have already done a great job of organization and labeling, but once you start editing with 80, 100, 200 clips, it gets pretty overwhelming in your sequence and timeline to know which clips come from where, because usually the names aren't very visible. So a very easy way to do this is by color coding your videos. So what we're going to do is we are going to select a folder, and then you're going to hold shift and click on the last video in that folder or in that bin, and you're going to right click and you're going to come down and hit label, and you are going to label it to a color. So for us, let's do Caribbean for this camera. For music, we are going to do purple, and for drone, we are going to do forest, let's say. So now what you have done is you have not only labeled your clips, you have labeled the bins, but you have also labeled it by color coding everything. So when you are working in your sequence and timeline, it is going to make it so easy, and it's going to improve your workflow by knowing, hey, this clip is a music clip, this clip is a drone clip, etc. Super, super helpful. I can't stress that enough. All right, so the next thing what we're going to talk about is viewing the footage within this project window. So what I mean by that is right now all you can see is the names, but you might want to view the clip before you actually decide you want it. So there's multiple ways to do this, and you come down and you click this icon view here, and what it's going to do is it's going to switch the view. Instead of a name, it's going to show you a video actually. So it shows you the folders right now, or the bins, and you can double click on it and it's going to pop up this window. Feel free to click, drag, and just come up and drop it up here for right now. We'll go over workspaces a little later. And now what you see is you actually see the thumbnail of the video along with the name. And if you come and hover over the video from left to right, as you move your mouse, it plays the video. So you can actually see what the video contains and if it is useful and if it is what you need at that moment. Super easy to just quickly view your video and be like, oh, this is the video I need. Now, say you have 100 clips in here and it's getting a little small and you don't like it, you want to be able to blow it up a little bit. No worries, come down, click this, and adjust the size of your video, and bam. Now it's super easy to see exactly what you are viewing and if you need that clip. So the next thing we're talking about is video properties. And I don't know if you guys have already noticed, but there's a lot of info already in this project window, such as your frame rate, media start, media end. There's even a scroll bar down at the bottom that allows you to scroll over and see resolution, audio info, etc. But just another way that allows you to view everything in a very condensed sense is you can right click on your clip and come down and hit properties. And this is going to bring up exactly what you are looking for as far as file size, image size, frame rate. Everything you need to know about your video is going to be right here. Now, along with that, if you decide you don't like the name, or if you never name the video eventually, what you're going to want to do is name it. And in that case, once again, you can right click and just come past properties a little bit down to rename, and it's going to prompt you to rename your clip. So the last thing we're going to talk about is sorting. And once again, this comes useful when you have a lot of clips. And how we're gonna do this is come down and you're gonna hit this icon, sort icons, and it's gonna bring up a big list of different ways you can sort your footage. Just saves you time and allows you to edit faster. All right, guys, that concludes Series 1 of Mastering Premiere Pro. If you guys like that, I highly encourage you guys go on to Series 2, which is gonna be linked above right now, or it'll be linked at the end of this video as well. If there is no links, it's because it is not out yet and you are catching this video within the next week. So stay tuned one more week and it will be out. And that is gonna cover an in-depth look at sequence and timeline, the features within it, and you guys will be pros by the end of this series. If you like these tutorials, please go check out some of my other ones where I show you different video edits, some transitions in Premiere Pro, and also After Effects if you dare to dive in. And with that, guys, I will see you next time. Peace.